Hello my dear friends of healthy hair and skincare. Today is the day of the year's review. So what was released and what surprised me and were the disappointments. So the first release of this year, 22, was Dirk Ohm's Clay, the Tiki Head pomade. A pina colada scented clay. Again, for people who like clays with a firm hold to medium hold, absolutely perfect, top notch, scent 24-hour present, perfect natural ingredients, absolutely spot on. What a great product still. Superbly crafted, nothing about it. Then from Christie's Pomade, out of again the same brewer house, again Hair Tonics and the Waste of Crystal was released, a strong holding pomade alongside a aftershave and a hair shampoo, aka body wash. Perfect product, really spot on. I love the aftershave. This is a super perfectly scented type of product. Then for me, of course, this year was the year that I discovered the Quijot pomade. Absolutely perfect pomades from the US. Amilcar Cifuentes does such a great thing with these super individual scents and super great holding products. I absolutely love these pomades. They are, especially for my US viewers, they are an absolute perfect craft for this era, especially in the pomade business. Then we had the re-release of the Lucky Lucky pomades from Germany. One of the German's finest brews ever got re-released by Timo Zoppelli and Dennis Steinig this year. I'm super stoked and still super stoked about that. There will be for 23 new scents that will come up in the first quarter. Pretty curious about this, we will see, but again, a superbly pomade. Then Spree Style released their own matte paste, which simply struck out because of its more market hold compared with other matte paste. Superbly crafted, absolutely fine and nice product. Then we had Fat Cup pomades with a huge variety of new releases. We do not want to forget the Patchouli Massacre, which was released in strong and soft. And of course we got now the Mietz Lockstoff that I got the video prior to this. Perfect. I was super surprised about the variety and the, how can I say, the productivity of Gregor Müller, the brewer of Fat Cup pomades. How much he could release this year and you know, absolutely perfectly crafted pomades. Then we got the Schmoitzfassel Extra Fest, a heavy hold from the Schmoitzfassel line. I love the scent, this is super great, and the pomade again was also top notch. Then we got the Big Wave, the medium pomade out of the Christie's brewer home, created by Mario Strober. Again, a collaborator of Pumpkin, and yeah, it's a super cinnamon aquatic type of scent. Really nice, really good for people who love medium holding pomades. And then last but not least, we got the release of the Sheriff, again the super heavy hold of the MG pomade line, and I absolutely love it, especially for days in the summer where you get more than 40 degrees of Celsius outside. Then a super performing pomade and absolutely uniquely scented. Absolutely great product, superbly well done. Well, these were the releases of 2022 that struck out for me personally. If you have any other that you like to be commented or you like to be shown here and that I did not mention on the list, please feel free to comment below, and maybe I got a new video idea because of that. Yeah, let's say disappointments. Well, there was basically only one, and that was regarding pumpkin pomades, unfortunately. And it started in 22 that I talked to them because the prices, especially when you order them as a European citizen, are insane. You pay almost thrice the amount for one pomade if you order them from the US. So I talked to them and tried to figure out maybe ways where how Europeans can purchase these pomades. And I sort of say a brother in mind, I found Spree Style, who said it's all right, forget about this licensing and stuff like that. Just we give them a platform so they can sell their stuff here in Europe without any, you know, bigger cost. Because again, if you see my video regarding how US products are sold here in Europe, there are a bit of extra cost, especially regarding shipment and the customs. So, you know, they usually, there was a way, there was an option. And then Freestyle talked to them. I got the connection straight towards each other, and Pumpkin said no. And I said, okay guys, well, what's the fuss about it? I mean, is there anything else? And they said, you know, they were not sure, and about, especially about the licensing stuff, etc. And I said, all right, you're gonna take your time, consider it as well as you think you need to, and then we will see what happens. So about, I think, half a year later, I contacted them again, and I asked them if you know, they might reconsider their decision. And then, you know, they basically posted up in a Facebook group where all the US brewers are lumped up, so to say, and they asked about their experiences with Freestyle. And because, you know, there's usually, Freestyle is usually the gateway of how US brewers can sell here in Europe, and the reaction was by 100% positive. There was not only one negative comment about that. And but they still said no. And I said, and I got to know this, and then again I contacted them and said, okay guys, you know, I don't know what the problem is, and maybe we are customers of second class, but maybe you want to tell me what the fuss about this is. And then they come up and told me that they wanted to be listed first on pomade.com, and another online pomade seller who has listed only 16 pomades and stuff like that, you know, like really strange stuff. And I said at that point of time, you know, basically what happens is, you know, because the distance is so huge between the US and Europe, usually the cooperation with Freestyle is also seen by the other online traders, or traders in general, as seen as some sort of a benchmark. If you're a reliable brewer or a reliable producer, you know, you get your reputation there, because nobody wants to get a product once or for about a year and then tries to reorder it because the customers want it, etc. So, you know, the business relationship has to be on a good foundation, and it's not a good foundation when the aspiration of one side is either bigger or lesser than the one of the other. And yeah, so I wished them well and said, you know, I'm probably the wrong one to help them in this regard. But that was actually, or basically, one of the bigger disappointments that I had this year, again, in all of this. Yeah, I hope I could give you, if you feel again that I missed one product that you think that should be mentioned here and definitely deserves to be named, please feel free to comment it in the comment section down below. Yeah, and so far, I hope you're healthy. I hope you're doing well. And I hope to see you in the next video. Merry Christmas, guys, and a Happy New Year. Until then, take care and goodbye.